So anyway, as I said, new lid, which you can probably see through the black little panel on the side. No matter how hard I try, I can't get rid of that part of the lid on the footage, but I don't think it's too intrusive, and there's not a lot I can do about it if you think it is, so sorry. I do apologise. It annoys me as much as it'll annoy you, trust me, if not more so. And as I say, just out for a little hour bimble, as some people say, a little hour thrash, as it used to be on a superbike, and I just call it a little hour's grin on this bike. So let's see, for some reason my TPMS is a pile of shit these days, doesn't want to show me what my actual reading is on the front. It's gone a bit mental. You'll have to excuse me driving like Miss Daisy, it's just new tyres and I like to sort of give them a go. Not had the Trailriders before. Now when I swapped on the old CRF 1000 to what was on there, the Dunlop Trail Shits, whatever they were, complete travesty of a tyre. I think they were made from Teflon personally, because they didn't stick to anything. When I swapped from those to the Continental TKC 70s, I believe they were, on the 1000, they were very good, really good. I enjoyed them, they're good in the wet, but they did slow down the steering on the 1000. It's probably down to a different profile of the tyre, I'm going to guess. I'm no tyre guru, I just use them. And I'm not sure I liked how much it slowed it down, but grip and whatever, they were good and they lasted well. And then obviously I hacked in that bike and got another 1000. I won't go into details, just trust me, it needed to be done. And they had the god-awful, I can't remember what they had on those, I think they were still the Dunlop shit on them. So I ripped those off pretty much straight away, because they just did not inspire you with confidence in the wet. And I tried some Motoz or Motoz Tractionator GPS? Tractionator GPS, I think they were called. Grip pattern to die for. They look the absolute dog's danglies on. It looks like an off-road tyre. They're reversible. You can use them one way and they're 50-50. The other way, don't quote me what the percentage was, I'd say 20-80, something like that. But looked good and lasted so well. Super stiff sidewalls, really stiff, and sold the bike with them on them. Great in the dry, really great in the dry. Not too bad in the wet, not too bad. I'm not going to say they were brilliant. They weren't as good as the TKC 70s, if I'm honest, in the wet. This bike, the CRF 1100, you are lucky enough to view. My baby, I love her. She came with new Bridgestones. I say new, AX41, but they're AX41T. I read a tyre specifically developed for the CRF 1100, the Africa Twin. And credit where it's due, great tyre, really good. I really enjoyed it. Great, wet and dry, really good. Well, why didn't I get it again then, Zip, you say? If it was that good, why have you gone to Avon? Availability, cost, and curiosity. If these don't turn out to be any good, I will go back to the Bridgestone AX41T, because I thought it was a great tyre. But not a lot of mileage out of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. 4,000 miles, and the front was nigh on cooked. I could have probably got a little bit more out, but knowing I was going to visit the Adventure Bike Festival and do a little bit of trail riding or what have you, I wanted to get the tyres on so I could have maximum enjoyment. And I knew that they were going to wear out just as I was setting off, so because I'm working sort of indifferently at the moment, it was easier to just get them done on one of the days that I wasn't working. Yeah, but AX41T, Bridgestone, well done Bridgestone, they are great. Dunlop, hang your head in shame. They are absolute travesty, whatever you, trail shits or trail whatever you call them. I don't know about these new ones they got, but yeah, it's put me off Dunlop for life, it really has. I had bad Dunlops on an old Fireblade before, and I've had bad Dunlops on the Africa Twin. That's it, it sort of mars you like, never had a good Dunlop. So, might have had a good Dunlop back on my RD350 YPVS back in 1988, but I don't remember it, so, you know. A slightly different profile on these, just going through first little bit of lean I've done that wasn't on the loose gravel surface. They feel alright though, feel nice. Feel a bit bouncy at this stage, but that's probably just because of they're new. The old tyres are probably very tired, didn't have an awful lot of tread left on them. Yeah, the Bridgestone AX41Ts, the front wore quicker than the back. The back probably had quite a bit left on it, if I'm honest, but I didn't know how well they would mix. And you know, if you're going to get your credit card out and do it, you might as well do a set, mightn't you? So let's see how long these last. I will post an update if this video is legible, as in the audio, because I've had some issue with audio. They feel good. I mean, this is only straight road and what have you, so nothing untoward. The bike doesn't feel slow or sluggish steering. Yeah, it feels alright, but obviously we're just bedding them in, so come back in a while after I've put a few miles on it and I'll be able to give you a proper verdict. Anyone got any feedback on the Avon Trailriders? Let me know. I nearly went for the Tractionators, but wet grip is paramount for me. I commute all year round on the bike, and these roads, as you can imagine, when they're wet and covered in fucking tractor shit and what have you, I need maximum traction. So there's no point kidding myself that I'm Dave Thorpe, or you know, it's no point. I'm not, and I don't do that many to warrant it. I might as well be sensible over it and try the trails. Any feedback on Trek riders or trail riders from people that haven't? Yeah, post it down below. I'm always interested to know. Always, you know, us bike riders, we always love a tyre conversation. For those of you that are interested, I'm also running bike seal in my inner tubes, which we had a good check of once we'd taken the tyres off, and it didn't look to be any damage for the inner tube. So I've been really lucky, and there I was thinking it was the bike seal, but you know, maybe it wards it off. Maybe it's like an evil totem that once you've got bike seal in, everything's scared of giving you punches.
Recording.
A little Zippy's World tip, because I'm old and I've been doing this for a while. If you do get these resurfaced gravel roads, which I'm just on the way back, keep a massive gap between you and the guy in front, because you will get pebble dashed. Your lovely matte paint job on your crash helmet or your bike, yeah, you won't be seeing that again. Just give it some space. And when he fecks it up, because he will feck it up because he's driving something with more than two wheels, you'll be able to drive around him and have a laugh, as opposed to driving up his arsehole because he's massively underestimated something. So that's my tip for gravel. And obviously, take it easy on gravel. There's nothing more embarrassing than picking your bike up from a freshly surfaced road where all the signs say 20. Yeah, just take it easy. You have got less traction on it. No one likes to look a doofus, especially if it's their own fault. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the little trip out. Thanks for joining me. It wasn't the most exciting trip, I'll grant you that, but the idea was to briefly review the first fitting of the Avon Trailriders and give you my thoughts on the excellent Bridgestone AX41Ts, and they were excellent, although didn't last very long at all. I suppose the theory is if you put too much tread on them, they'll become more wobbly, less stable maybe, I don't know. It just seems weird because the Tractionator GPS, Jesus Christ, the blocks on those were phenomenal, which is probably why they last so long. But the big boys, your Bridgestones, etc., and your Avon as well, they're good grips on this, but I'd like to see a bit more for my 250 quid. They're not cheap, are they? I mean, I'm a credit card chap, you know, I'm going to have to pay for them, you know, 250 quid. My money goes on PCP agreement, so, but I digress. Thank you for watching Zippy's World. Always pleased that people are watching. I hope I gave a few of you smiles or gave you some information that you're after. Go and have a look at my other videos if you want to. If you don't, fair enough, don't feel bullied. Catch up with you if I see you on another video. And if you're at the Adventure Bike Festival, come and say hello. I'll probably go, oh, a little coy, because I'm not the most sociable person not when I'm not on the bike, but you know, Come and say hello anyway, make me feel uneasy. Good. zippysworld. Over now. Keep it safe, people, and enjoy your summer. Let's hope this carries on. Naughty lorry, naughty, naughty lorry. Let's go get some fuel.